Good morning, it's Damian Collins. I'm the Conservative candidate for Folkestone and Hythe. It's a rather grey morning here in Folkestone, so you probably won't be able to see what I wanted to show you, which is Folkestone's proximity here to Dungeness nuclear power station, about 20 miles around the coast. And of course, which you can't see, but 25 miles or so that way, the northern coast of France, and where there is equally nuclear power stations at Cap Grinet. Now, we've lived with nuclear power for over 50 years now, and understand that it's a very important part of our local economy. There's a big debate at the moment about whether we have a new nuclear power station, a third generation power station at Dungeness. And last night I was at the Quarter House in Tontine Street in Folkestone for a meeting organised by Kent County Council and Shepway District Council to promote Dungeness as a nuclear site. Now, the government had considered Dungeness as a site for a new power station, and then it was taken off the list of preferred sites. And I, along with the local councillors, have been running a campaign to promote Dungeness and say it should be back on the list of sites again. I think there are two really important reasons for doing that. Firstly, as a source of local jobs, it is immensely important to our local economy and to Romney Marsh. The new power station could create 2,000 new jobs during its construction phase, which would last for about 7 or 8 years and be operational by 2017. But it's also important because that power station can generate enough power to power the whole of Kent and probably a bit more as well. And that electricity is very important to us because our old nuclear power stations, like the one that's currently operating at Dungeness, will soon be closing down. Our North Sea gas and oil reserves are running low, and we're increasingly reliant on importing energy from overseas, be that piping in gas from countries like Russia, or maybe even importing electricity from France, generated by their nuclear power stations, to supplement our own lack of energy. Unless we do something about this now, unless we make decisions now about where power is going to come from, we will have not enough electricity to meet our needs. We'll be reliant on importing it from abroad, and we may even see power cuts. In this winter we had, which was one of the coldest winters for about 20 years, but there were some businesses that had their energy supplies restricted because of the national shortage, and in some of the coldest snaps the country's had less than 2 days' supply of gas left. So we desperately need new clean sources of energy like nuclear power, and here we should definitely have one at Dungeness, which is a very good site. I've written more on my blog about where I stand on Dungeness and some of the arguments around whether Dungeness is an appropriate site. But I think it's a very important issue for us, for our community and our country, and it's something I intend to be fighting very hard for after the general election.